Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today it's the very last day of It's the very last day of Benedict's deals, and it is the Soviet heavy tank tier 8, the Udam. I honestly thought because they did one light tank, one medium tank, one heavy, well, one light tank, one heavy tank, one medium tank, I assumed it was going to be a tank destroyer. It would made sense for it to be a tank destroyer, but again, asking Wargaming to make common sense is pretty much impossible. So what I'm going to do is I've added it to a comparison list of other tier 8s. Some are premiums, some are not. And what I'm going to do is one by one is I'm going to eliminate specific tanks, and I'll explain why. So first things first, I'm going to eliminate the British Gonzalo. The reason why I eliminate the British Gonzalo is because, frankly, the Gonzalo is a very niche tank. Not a lot of people have it. It came in the loot boxes. I've only seen it maybe a handful, and I mean like maybe 2-3 times this year so far, and even after the event. So off it goes. You won't see the 56 TP again. An event. Project Ion, very rarely you'll see that one as well. So what you've got here is some of the more common tanks that you will come across if you do take this tank at tier 8. I'm not going to do tier 9s. I'm not going to do tier 10s because yes, this will see both. So let me explain. So let's take a look at some of the more common heavy. Yes, you probably see the American T-34. I have one. I just didn't add it to comparison because it's too much, too quick, too much info for you. So I'm slowly just trying to whittle it down for you. So you'll see the Lerva a lot. You will see the KV5 very rarely, but you will see the KV5. And yes, I do own a KV5. I will do a video on the KV5 soon. So KV5 is going to stay. Lerva is going to go. Now, E75TS, this was recently put on sale, so you will see this along with the IS3A. I don't own an IS3A. I don't want to own an IS3A. In fact, I don't even really want to own pretty much any Soviet vehicles. It's just Wargaming keeps cramming them down your throat for free, because it's Wargaming and they love their Russia. Mother Russia! I swear that the director for World of Tanks is Zangief from Street Fighter. But I digress. So you will see the E75TS quite a lot. Mountain Breaker or the VK Object 60, the VK608 slash Mountain Breaker. You might not see this one as often, but when you do, you will have a bit of a struggle bus trying to penetrate this thing with the Urandi's main gun. I will get to the tank itself here in a bit, so just a heads up, super heavies will be a pain in your butt. Then you've got the T26 E5 Patriot. This was a tank you could get for bonds. It was also given away in the last OSL release. I picked it up for free years ago in a different event. VK4505 Tech Tree tank. You might see that. Now I'm going to whittle it down to just Soviet vehicles now for you. So you're going to see the E75. You're going to see the Patriot. So let's wiggle it down to just Soviet vehicles for a minute. I'm going to move myself over here real quick. So when it comes to Soviet vehicles equal to its tech tree and available premium tanks, so IS6 you can buy straight from the Soviet tech tree. At the bottom, scroll down, a little thing will pop up and you can select it. Now, let's take a look at the full alphas across the board, shall we? Now, bear in mind, these are not max configured tanks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to quickly just configure these vehicles real quick. And again, these are just bare bones configuration. I'm not adding crew. I'm not adding anything else. It's just the tank itself. Okay? So please understand this. There's no shenanigans. You're watching me do it live. Okay? Pseudo live, I should say. KV4. KV4's got an interesting history. It really does. Poor thing. Part of me's glad that Russia never continued going down the KV line, because that entire tank history was just cursed. because of the name, I honestly think. Anyway, so these are the tanks, all fully upgraded. No aftermarket, no modules, no crew. Just bare bones as they sit. Yes, these stats will change. Okay, these stats will change when you put the correct crew in them. So please understand that these are just bare bones. So if you want, take a quick pause. Okay, and a pan and a scander. Yeah, you know what I mean? Take a quick pause, take a look. Now, one of the things we're going to cover up straight away is we're going to take a look at the average damage per shot. Now, this can be modified. Everyone's like, what? Yeah. There are certain skills that your crew can take that's going to modify the alpha that your gun is going to do, related to the minimum and maximum. Okay? I'll say that again. There are certain things that your crew, skills-wise, as well as modules. Okay? Let me explain. I'm going to go to configure. And we're going to go to modules. Okay? Like vents. Okay, so if I go to bounty, where's vents? Bounty vents. Bounty rammer. And bounty, everyone goes config. Which I genuinely don't think this tank needs it. I genuinely think it needs gun stabilizer instead. But, so again, I'm going to add the exact same config. You're going to watch me. Oh, well, this one's already got one in it. So, but it's not bounty. So I'm going to leave that as is. Again, so I'm technically nerfing the KV5. Take a mental note of that. Technically, I'm nerfing the KV5. Now, if you can't afford bounties, I'll just throw in the regulars. How about that? We'll just throw in regulars. Where are you? Where are you? There you go. You. And you. And then the smart play would be to go with the vert stabilizer. That way you can stay on target a bit more. But I know a lot of players go with optics or turbo. So we're going to go with turbo. So please note I've given bounties to these ones, because if you're at these events, like participating in these events, then you definitely have the resources to spare, I should say. Most people will tell you if you don't have the resources to spare, don't spunk them like the gold. Don't spunk it on one tank, and especially the gold that they're asking for, which, make no mistake, is quite a lot. Okay, if you think it was only 8,000 gold, that's what you get, pay that for a normal. Yes, that's the starting bid. Okay, I'll say that again. That's the starting bid. Yeah. Now notice with this one, I've gone with stabilizer, because you can't go with a rammer with this tank because you got the dual barrel system. Okay, so and then the IS-6, of course, it being bonded. I'm going to go with bounty. So we're going to go with, no, wrong one. Boop. Really hate doing that. There's that. Come on, you. Why does it not remember? It would be nice. Just saying. Okay, just saying. You're always more forgetful than a bloody fish. Alright, so we could go with optics, or we could go with rammer. No, wait, no, we've got rammer. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a bounty turbo. Alright, so as you can see, yes, some of the alpha mechanics has changed. Some of the firepower mechanics has changed. Okay, keep telling you, stop sleeping on stabilizers on Soviet tanks. Trust me, stop sleeping on stabilizers on Soviet tanks. So IS-22's out, obviously. KV-4's out. ISM's out. And it's just going to come down to these four. It's going to come down to said tank, the Udam, the KV-5, the IS-3, and the IS-6. KV-5 is a bond tank vehicle, and quite not a lot of people have one. If they do have them, they're blowing the dust off them, or are going to be using them to grind credits, because that's what this thing can do. it can grind credits. It's also a fun tank when you strap up the turbos, some grousers, and just set up a ramming build. I'm not even kidding you. The amount of fun I've had in the KV5 just leaping off of buildings and crushing tanks is hilarious. Okay, so there's that. So KV5's out. So let's take a look at what we've got left. A lot of people will be comparing the Udam to the IS6. So IS3, Dustbid. So now let's take a look at these two in particular. What one is edging out? Well, the Udamni's got much better overall armor than the IS6. That's be the Object 26, the Object something or other. The IS6 has got so many different names in World of Tanks. There's like 4 different versions of the IS6. I'm not going to add all of them. You got the IS6 Black, the IS6, the Object 26 something. The Object sounds. It's the same friggin' tank. It's just Wargaming wanted to shove it down your throat so much so you could taste Stalin's cock that they just decided to rename it a whole bunch of different times. Same as the KV. Is it the IS system? Yeah, the IS2. There's like 7 different IS2s. Why? I'll let that question just hang out there for a minute. Anyway, so as you can see on paper, okay, it is starting to look like the Udamni's pulling way ahead. Okay, it's faster on the load. Okay, rate of fire, average penetration 221 versus sub 200 on the IS6 Black. Now bear in mind this is premium rounds, not premium rounds. This is regular AP rounds. On the premium rounds, I know for a fact that IS6 does have over 220, 230 pen. In fact, let's double check. Yeah, 225. 225 to 212. So, yeah. This is why a lot of people that take the IS6 never take stock ammo, because they say it's just not worth it. You can't even pen certain medium tanks. Super Persians laugh at you when you do that. Donk. They just laugh at you. So, let's see. Survivability. The Udam edges just a little bit more on hit points. Not by much, just a little bit. Again, crew can change that. And then we're going to take a look at one of the other things that quite a lot of people don't pay attention to. And that is spotting versus concealment. Now, bear in mind, crew will change this skill. Okay, I'm going to explain this again. Crew will change this skill. If you don't believe me, I will show you. We're going to go to the crew. Go to the crew perks. Okay, we're going to add the 3 most common basic bare minimum skills required by a radio operator. Of course, you're going to want intuition, driver. You're definitely going to want to run ramming, smooth ride, in that order. Gunner. Now this is where a lot of people go, huh? This one. Okay, radio operator. Absolutely. Well, actually, if you're in a platoon, that one. Okay, so this is what we've got going. 3. Oh, we've got to pick some more for the commander. 2. No. Wait, no way. Yeah, one more. There we go. Gunner. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. A lot of people go with snapshot. I'm going to go that one. 3, 4, 5. One more. 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. In that order. Yeah, it was like, no safe stowage. No safe stowage. You're going to get ammo racked. If I do, I do. You'll notice I've not added food. Okay? Not added food. And now look at the view range. The view range has changed. Okay? So we're going to do the same with the IS. Okay? We're going to configure the IS6. This is the problem with most Soviet vehicles, is they do lack view range. They consider it a balance factor. Fact of the matter is, it's not a balance factor. It has to do with the fact that that's very realistic for Soviet vehicles. quite a lot of Soviet vehicles do not have good view range because their optics are poor. Known fact. Okay, so our crew's got their skills, and there you go. Sub 400 for the Udimni and the IS-6. So you're probably thinking, why the hell would I not run optics? Okay, so let's run optics on them. Okay, what are you going to drop? Are you going to drop events? Of course not. Passive 5% across the board? No. Are you going to drop rammer to reduce your reload rate? No, of course not. You're not. Are you going to drop hardening? But my track health. But I'll get tracked. That's your brain right now. That's your brain right now. So you've got to, and this is with all skills. Okay, this is all maxed out view range skills. Okay, your view range is not going to be over 400 on either. Womp womp. Welcome to playing Soviet tanks, especially at tier 8. That right there, you might as well be blind. Those two, those view ranges right there, and it's right there in black and white. You're not going to see shit on paper. This is the thing. On paper, that will change. The amount of times I have had a Soviet tank in front of me, and I'm a light tank with over 50% camo, and Christ knows what else. And magically I just beep, get lit. No other tank around me, just a Soviet tank that I know has sub 400 meter view range, and he still somehow detects me. Something's going on, Wargaming. Something's going on. That's all I'm going to say. Something's going on. But I digress. So, is the Udimni worth it? So I'm going to go all now. We've bells and farted and whistled about all the other tanks you're going to see and various other things. Is it currently worth? I think it's up to 9,000 gold now. Is it currently worth? Yeah. Is it currently worth 9? It's going to go for at least 10. So is it worth the 10,000 gold? Is it worth the same price as, ironically, the tank that's right behind it right now? Is it worth the same price is it as the Alpine Tiger? Okay, let's take a look at the Alpine Tiger real quick. Okay, Alpine Tiger, 390. So, again, oh look, Alpine Tiger, it's an IS-6. That's pretty much what it is. Just an IS-6. Okay, look at its spotting view range, 380, with no crew, no modules. It starts off with better view range than a bonded IS-6. And a bonded let's look at let's bring that up real quick. Let's add that to the comparison, shall we? We can do that. Where is it? Characters, modules. This would be a thing where you could just add it. Yeah, and then see, even the armor on it's not that bad, actually. The armor on it is not that bad. There you go, comparisons. So we've added it to the comparisons. Okay, so we're going to see it. We're going to see it real time. Okay, so let's go to the Alpine Tiger. We're going to do the exact same thing, the exact same skills. Okay, because everyone's going to grab repairs, brother in arms, and whatnot and whatnot. So these are my go-to gun skills for gun handling. These three are for gun handling. Okay, full disclosure, those are for gun handling. Bonk, 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 in that order. Okay, add to comparison. So we're also going to go with the bonded gear like we did before. So we're going to go with a, where are you? Where are you? I always look right past it. Bonded, and I, to make it fair, won't go. I'm going to go with a stabilizer. Okay, no food. So there's no food added into this one, right? And so we're going to go survivability, Suspension repair time's the same because it's all identical. Weight, okay. The Alpine Tiger weighs a lot less than the other guys. Alright. Now take a look at that view range increase. 400 meter view range. The Alpine Tiger sees better than the IS-6 and the Udam. Your eyes don't deceive you. A tank that's readily available on sale right now, the Alpine Tiger, base to base against the Udam and the IS-6, beats them both. And yes, it's Chinese. It's from Temu. It even has better camo. It has a better top speed. The IS-6 has the better reverse speed. The Udam has the better traverse speed. The specific power to weight ratio, the IS-6 is in the lead, but the Alpine Tiger beats it. Now, this is your problem. Gun dispersion, only 6 degrees for both the IS-6 and the Udam, is where the Alpine Tiger only gets 5. Okay? Gun traverse speed to get the turret around, it's got you. The Alpine Tiger wins. Gun loading, yes, the Udam will load faster and fire faster than the Alpine Tiger or the IS-6. So this is why I'm telling you it's all about the gun on the Udam. You're not going to be able to see shit. Okay? You're not going to be able to see shit. And this is the thing. You can't see the armor profile of this tank as it is in game. You can see it on tanks.gg. Now, I'm not going to bother loading up tanks.gg and loading in and just to show you the 3D modeling of it. There's tons of better people out there. I'm just giving you your honest, non-CC compliant review of this vehicle, and I'm telling you, it's blind. You're blind. You are 100% blind. If you spot this, there is a good, on paper, there is a good 70 to 80% chance it's not going to spot you. If your camo is over 30%, there's a damn good chance it's not going to spot you. So there's going to be quite a fair few tanks that is going to just flat out beat you to the punch. Okay, Alpine Tiger being one of them, Lerva being another one, E75 TS being another one, Patriot being another one, the KV5 even. Now I can put my crew from my KV2 into this. Okay, again, no optics. I don't care about optics. I've got armor. And you're probably thinking, well, the Udam's going to have armor. Possibly. Possibly. Keyword, possibly. And why is it saying possibly? Well, what's possible about it? Let's take a look then, shall we? Let's take a look at the preview, okay? Survivability, 300. Turret armor, in the cheeks. Okay. Do you not see a couple of glare? I'm going to leave this here. In fact, I'm going to print screen this. Do you not see a few glaring weaknesses right here? Because I do. I see a great big hacking weakness. Actually, in fact, I see several. Now, bear in mind, I'm a tanker. I was taught to look for these weaknesses. Okay. There's a reason why we don't wear top hats anymore. Weakness. Because if you miss aiming for this, there's a high chance you're going to hit this. Yes, there's also a high chance you're going to bounce by hitting this. Okay. Also, weakness. If you're artillery, aim here. That's all I need to say. If you're above the tank, flat city. Okay. If you are a medium tank, aim here, aim here, aim here. Do not aim Or you could also aim in here, but there's a high chance you're just going to track the thing. Okay, this has no hitbox, by the way. Again, pike nose. This is the problem with pike nose tanks. There's a reason why, okay, pike nose tanks aren't a thing anymore. Because no matter if you tried to side scrape, flat. Okay, so he's coming around a corner, okay? A good portion of the vehicle is protected. Well, guess what? If it's protected, he's got to come out to shoot you. Go for the track wheel. Yeah, there's a high chance you're not going to track him. But guess what? There's also a high chance you're going to go through that drive wheel into his flat armor and penetrate him. And if you're at tier 8, you've got the gun to do it. If you just know where to aim. And it is Soviet. What's the engine chance of fire? 15%. No, that's more realistically 17 to 22. When it says 15 or less, why? This is another thing. Why is it all of a sudden American heavies engines catch fire a lot easier than Soviets? When we all know that that's horseshit. It's the other way around. But I digress. So no, that 15% is probably more closer to 17 to 22. And if you've got the appropriate skills and modules, you can get that 17 to 22 up to about 25 to 29%. I am going to be doing a video on skills, on what skills to use here soon. So look forward to that, guys. Right. Anyway, that's the Udimny. Honestly, it's a skip from me. I just don't see the value. It's a skip from me. Sorry, guys. 1, it's Soviet. 2, it's Soviet. 3, it's blind. And 4, it's Soviet. So it's a skip from me. If you're a Soviet player, then by all means, look at adding it to your collection. But you're going to be overpaying for it for what it is. And you're better off getting either the KV5 or the IS6 or even the Alpine Tiger. There are so many better. You know, let's take a look at a Bond equivalent to that tank, shall we? Because I know there is one. Bond. That's Battle Pass. Where's Bonds? They're down there. Boop. They've moved them. Okay, so let's take a look at a Bond. There you go. See, Object 252. What did that tell you? It's an IS6. Add that in there. IS5. Kessel. Where are you? There's one more. Where'd you go? Huh. Do I have it? And that's why it's not loading? No, I don't. Oh yeah, KV5. Anyway, you can also get the KV5. KV5's a Bond vehicle now. So yeah, you can pick up the KV5. So let's add that back. Okay. So I'm going to do another quick comparison for you real quick. Just real quick. Benedict's comes in batches. Okay, so we're going to go to this. And we're going to go... Where is it? Add to comparison. Why is it all over the bloody place, Wargaming? Can you not just put it fundamentally in just one spot? Okay, so... These are all the equivalents that you can get just from the Bond store. Okay? Not including what you can get from the regular Soviet premium shop. Okay? Right there. Base. KV5's got better view range. Base. Better armor. Better base. Better reverse gear. Better moving camo than stationary. Better signal range. It's just an all-round better tank. So why bother with a Udimny when the KV5 on paper stock is better? And the KV5 is just a lot more fun to play. So please explain to me why would you go out of your way to add to have such a horrible thing in your collection? Udemni's, there's nothing special about the Udemni. There's nothing special about it. It's a skip from me. Sorry, it's a skip from me when the KV5, right there, this little bugger, this thing of all time, the KV5 has been there since day one, since jump, screaming, "You can keep comparing them to me, comrade, but Soviet Mother Russia will always win. The stupid federation is here now." Tweet. My best Russian impersonation, I'm sorry. But you get the point I'm trying to make. And then that's without field mods, by the way. We can add the field mods, and this thing's just a walking fortress. But, so, in all honesty, Dimney's skip. Anyway, gone too long. Enjoy the video. Ciao.